to the show with your friend and mine. So tell me, Doctor Squee, who's it gonna be this time? We like to hear you talk, and we love to hear you listen. And if you are not subscribed, you won't know what you're missing. So welcome to the Doctor Squee Show. Welcome to the Doctor Squee Show. Welcome to the Doctor Squee Show. Headphones up. Here we go.
Hello and welcome to this very special broadcast brought to you by the Doctor Squee Show. So this is our special launch party for Squeef3st 3 or Squeef3st, as you might like to call it. I think that's really going to catch on as the event goes on. So guys, look, some may remember, and I'm pretty sure this is all, just the liberal media making it up, but some may remember me saying after the last Squeef3st, which was, it's going to be a year ago when we do the next one, that I said, oh, it's going to be at least 2 years. I think that's all lies. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that. Yes, I definitely did say that. But I'm a glutton for punishment. What can I say? So last Squeef3st, we did that in aid of NHS charities together during the coronavirus, of course, which, I know is still affecting our lives in certain ways. But during that, it seemed like a really important thing to raise money for. Obviously, as you will have read in the news, I'm pretty sure we solved the funding crisis for the NHS with that event. I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's any kind of problems there at all whatsoever. We got a first play. That's from Sarah Kirk there. So this year, we're going to do it for another charity. Obviously, we do hope the NHS is doing fantastically as we speak. This year, we're doing it in aid of a new charity. This year, it's going to be, if I can find a little thing, it's for Phoenix Rehoming. Now, this is a wonderful charity which exists to save dogs. Come on, how cool is that? So they go around Europe and the UK rescuing dogs in need of new homes, a lot of which around Europe otherwise would get killed if they weren't rescued by Phoenix. And it's wonderful. Our dog, Benny, is one of their rescues, Benton, which Benny's short for, named after a Due South character, but that's another story. And with rehoming dogs from around Europe, sometimes comes with extra challenges. So Benny was a Romanian rescue, and we will be talking a bit more about the event in a minute for anyone who's just waiting to hear about the kind of guest announcement we're going to do. But yeah, if you put the time and effort in with these dogs, they are the most loving and wonderful ones in the world. So it's really worth it. We're saving dogs' lives. And I was always struck by the fact that this charity doesn't have any reserve of money. It literally kind of raises money as it rescues. So they don't have the money for the next rescue when they're doing this rescue. They just manage to fundraise as they go. And it's wonderful. And during lockdown, it's another kind of lockdown relevant charity, I feel, because during lockdown, people rescued dogs or took dogs in. And I understand that drive, but, they didn't make sure they had the ability to look after those dogs when they went back to normal life. And other owners found it too difficult to deal with these dogs with extra challenges going in. Again, if you work with these dogs, they're fine, but they do need a bit of extra support. And unfortunately, some people didn't take that responsibility as seriously as we feel like they should do. And so we want to repay this wonderful charity which gave us our Benny. And we want to rescue more dogs. So please, we'll be rescuing. We'll be giving out the details of how you can donate a bit closer to the time. And we've got a hi from Sarah Taylor from Phoenix. Hello, Sarah. We are so honored to have your charity being part of Squeef3st this time. And the fact that we're going to be, hopefully saving some dogs. So we've got Philip Nicholas. Is there a Doctor Who spin-off character called Benny Sunfield called Benny for short too? There is, sorry. Yeah, yes, there is, yes. But Benny's named after Benton. I am aware of the wonderful character from Doctor Who. Actually, you've given us quite the wonderful segue there, Philip, unintentionally, because our first guest, which we're going to announce, great that you're supporting us. Of course, Sarah, we're more than happy to. And by the way, Phoenix are going to be joining us on the day at the first slot for Squeef3st is going to be the Phoenix show. So we're going to be talking a bit about the wonderful charity and why we're doing it. And good cause for dogs there from Philip. So anyway, I'm getting distracted by chat now. But please do drop your comments. Please, we want you to be part of this. So we want you to join us on the day. And one of the draws to join us on the day is our first guest we're going to announce now. So Philip there mentioned Bernice Summerfield, which was played by the wonderful Lisa Bauman, who I've had the pleasure of interviewing in the past. And she was a audio adventure and book companion to the Seventh Doctor. And you know who else is the Seventh Doctor companion? One of the most beloved Doctor Who companions of all time, the one who brought a baseball bat and Nitro 9 to the role, as well as a lot of energy and fantastic acting. Sophie Aldred is our first guest we are announcing. I'll give you some more details of the time slot a bit closer to the time. We are so honoured to have Sophie as part of this event. I sent her a message and straight away she was, yep, sure, in the diary now. It could have been easier and she could have been nicer about it. So she's, of course, from, can I do this? She's from Doctor Who, Dennis and Nasher, and Trifu Tom, along with loads of other fantastic roles. Sophie is just one of the nicest people. I've had the honour of interviewing her in the past as well. And we're so pleased to have her as part of this event. We've got so many interviews already lined up and the lineup isn't even finished yet. So if we went live tomorrow, obviously I'd have loads of slots where I haven't got anyone to talk to, so we won't do that. But if we went live with the lineup we had now tomorrow, I would be so pleased. What I wanted to do was, because we've had loads of interviews in the last 2 Squeef3sts, so this being the third one, I want to challenge myself to do more interviews than ever. So we've still got other wonderful shows. So for instance, you know, as part of the event, given that it's a dog-centric charity, we've got my friend Ali, who's going to be coming on as part of Ali's All-Star Dog Training to give you a few tips about looking after dogs, as well as particularly dogs from other countries. So that's going to be wonderfully relevant to what we're talking about. We're going to showcase some of the dogs which Phoenix have for rescue at the time. So, you know, hopefully it would be lovely if responsible, and it's really key that it's responsible, dog owners who want another dog rescued some dogs as part of the event. That would be lovely, as well as donating some money to help this charity keep going. As I say, I can't stress this enough. They raise money as they go, and they are unstoppable. You know, lockdown, you know, every day when you're rescuing dogs in the way they do, they rescue so many dogs every month. Then add into the mix people returning them at an alarming rate. It's nigh on impossible. I don't know how these guys do it, and I am so in awe. And when I think about Benny being found as he was at 4 weeks old on the streets of Romania, he would have been destined for a kill shelter if he was out there. If not, I know this sounds bad, but if not worse, being on the streets there. You know, anyone could have done anything to him. So I'm so thankful for the good work they do, and so thankful to be part of it. I can't wait to tell you about the lineup. I'm not going to spoil it now because we're going to be revealing guests as we go, as we did last year. And we've already got four countries. I can't do 4 fingers. We've already got four countries involved. So we've got the UK, of course. We've got Canada, Australia, and who am I forgetting? Canada, Australia, and America. We've already got guests from all those countries so far. Because the other thing is, yeah, previously I've had my podcast friends joining me from different countries throughout the night. This time I thought it'd be great to have some interviews in the mix. Some of these people you might not have heard of when we reveal them, depending on which countries you're in, but they're wonderful. I've heard their stuff, and it's great. You're just going to have such a good time with the lineup from Squeef3st this year. So we got, I believe, another couple of comments. So Philip there, Benton, of course, as a Doctor Who character in Unit, played by John Levine. He is actually, I must admit, even though Benton is named for Benton Fraser from Due South, so one of our other shows is Due South by Southeast there, where we talk about Due South. I was kind of aware there was a Doctor Who character by that name as well. And John Levine, a lovely guy who I've met at a few events. Have cats from a rescue place too. Unfortunately, closed recently. Maniki Miko Cat Rescue. I'm very sorry to hear that they've gone under. That's very sad, but I'm glad they rescued as many dogs as they have. Our club, Doctor Who Club of Victoria, which I'm currently president of Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, had Sophie Aldred in 1997 at Time Storm Convention, and last she was here at Armageddon Expo in 2011. Lisa Bauman too was also in the final class of Doctor Who. Yes, yeah, she was indeed. But anyway, look, even though that's a Doctor Who guest I've announced now, and many may know I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, as evidenced by the picture over there. This isn't a Doctor Who or sci-fi centric event at all. We've got stand-up comedians. We have got some stars of sci-fi and TV. We're hoping to have a few musical guests in the mix, as well as we're working on an aliens panel, because last year we did the Midnight Ghost Hunters. So we're working on the Midnight Alien Hunters this time for a bit of fun at midnight here in UK time. And we will share all the times, all the details, everything that's going to be going on. It's going to be such a fun day. It's happening the 25th. I believe we've got it on the post there for Sophie. So let me just bring that up again. From the 25th to the 26th of September. It's from 2 p.m. to 2 p.m. BST here in the UK time, 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. EST, which is one of the American time zones. Please do check out your local time zones to know when you can join in with the fun. It's going to be so great, though. It's going to be the biggest one we've had yet. I was so pleased with the lineup last year, and I think this year's set to beat it. Please join us. This was just a short video just to introduce all of that and all the fun we're going to be having for Squeef3st. If you've got any questions, please drop me a message. Please look out for all the social media from Dr. Squee. Please do follow all the social media for Dr. Squee. So there's Dr. Squee at gmail.com if you want to send me an email. The Doctor Squee Show on Facebook. On Twitter, it's at Dr. Squee, as it is on Instagram. On YouTube as well. Please do follow our YouTube page. What you have to do is you have to look up Dr. Squee on YouTube, because our YouTube handle is a mess of letters and numbers. Now, the thing is, we can't change that until we get to 100 subscribers. So if everyone watching this can please subscribe, I will happily subscribe back to your YouTube page so we can change it to something a bit more memorable, such as the Doctor Squee Show, which would be really nice. But YouTube, being what it is, has decided we have to get to 100 people subscribed before we can get to a handle which is easier for people to subscribe. Doesn't make sense to me, but there we go. That's YouTube for you. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much in advance for taking part in the event and donating whatever you can. We do understand people are in tough times at the moment with every result of COVID. But if you can spare some money, you're saving dogs' lives. And so many of us rely on the dogs in our lives to get us through some really difficult times. Let's pay them back. Let's pay back Phoenix for Benny. Like, I'll have him on my lap for part of the event. Nicola's going to be joining me to give us updates for Phoenix throughout the day as well. It's going to be great. We look forward to seeing you there. Again, just a reminder, go to YouTube, subscribe to the Doctor Squee Show page, and we'll get over 100 subscribers, and then we'll change it to something memorable. Thank you very much. I'm Dr. Squee. That has been my little mini show launching Squeef3st 2020 or 2021, Squeef3st 3. And we look forward to seeing you on the day. Thank you very much. I'm Dr. Squee. That was a mini version of my show. Thank you very much. Just one last little thing. We will, of course, release the details of how to view Squeef3st online. It'll be on all those places. So if you subscribe to those places, you'll be able to watch on the day. Thank you very much. Please remember, everyone, in a world where you can be anything, please be kind. See you later.